Welcome to your Plot Rush movie recaps with mind-blowing twists. Let's dive right in. Our story begins in Russia, where we meet Julia, the daughter of a high-ranking Russian army official. After her mother's death years ago, Julia has been living under the strict care of her father, General Dave. Despite the structured life, Julia struggles with loneliness and sorrow. One day at school, Julia's teacher announces a rare cosmic event, a meteor shower visible only once every 50 years. Later at home, Julia asks her father for permission to watch it. He refuses and leaves for work. Undeterred, Julia sneaks out with her boyfriend Tim. They head to a hotel rooftop where crowds have gathered to witness the phenomenon. Julia's friend Sylvia meets her there and gives her the key to her apartment for privacy with Tim. Sylvia stays behind to enjoy the view. At the same time, a spaceship malfunctions in orbit and crashes in Moscow after the army fires at it, causing massive destruction. Sylvia dies in the explosion, and the apartment where Julia and Tim are collapses. Tim rescues Julia and rushes her to the hospital. After recovery, Julia is taken to her grandmother's house by her father and forbidden to leave. Meanwhile, General Dave meets with officials to discuss the alien crash. A man named Mail attempts to communicate with the alien but collapses mysteriously. Dave warns Parliament not to attack, explaining that the alien ship might be preparing for departure and retaliation could be catastrophic. Tim and his friends plan to drive the aliens out. Julia escapes from her grandmother's home and joins them, bringing a stolen pistol from her father. They sneak to the crash site and witness a strange explosion. An alien appears, saving Julia from falling. Tim shoots the alien, but it vanishes, leaving behind an empty suit and a mysterious man. They take the suit to their workshop. One of them tries it on, but it fuses to his body. They agree to wait before involving the army. Elsewhere, the military discovers an alien device and takes it for analysis. Julia later returns and finds the injured man, realizing he's the alien. She takes him to her friend Google, a medical student. Google says the alien named Harry needs a blood transfusion. Julia gives her blood, fainting afterward. When she wakes, Harry transfers a glowing bracelet to her wrist. Back at Google's house, Harry wakes up and speaks. Though kind, he unsettles Julia. He explains he only wants the alien device to return home. Julia helps him dress in human clothes, but while walking outside, police arrest him for breaking curfew. Julia intervenes, revealing she's General Dave's daughter, and gets Harry released. In the lab, scientists discover the alien stone attracts water. Fearing it may be a weapon, Parliament debates returning it as water shortages and protests begin. Julia and Harry decide to retrieve the stone. Disguised, Harry enters the lab, retrieves a smaller blue stone from within, and escapes. Later, at Julia's home, Harry revives her sick dog, Charlie. Julia opens up about her grief, asking if aliens feel loss. Harry explains that his kind does not die, and thus they don't experience emotions like humans. As they grow closer, Harry invites Julia to his planet, describing a world without war or pain. Their moment is interrupted. Tim and his gang ambush them, accusing Julia of betraying Earth. A brutal fight breaks out. The army arrives and arrests both Julia and Harry. While detained, Harry inspires youths to rise up against the aliens. Though some warn of unknown alien tech, they persist. Meanwhile, General Dave is warned that the alien ship's defense system is lethal. Harry offers to disarm it, and Julia insists on going with him. Tim appears in a more powerful alien suit and confronts Harry. Julia tries to stop him but gets knocked out. Harry battles Tim but is nearly killed. Julia awakens and crashes a car into Tim, disabling his suit. But just as things calm down, Tim fatally wounds Harry and Julia. Harry transfers his soul into Julia and the aliens rescue both. Now immortal, Julia mourns Harry's death. She returns to university under army protection and is shunned by the public. Her ex-boyfriend Tim, now brain damaged and imprisoned, is brought in for testing. Julia lashes out during an experiment, causing a water explosion. Her father halts further tests and grants her a day alone. That night, Julia meets Ivan at a bar, who was sent by her father to watch over her. She speaks of her grief and isolation. Suddenly, Harry appears and attacks Ivan. He takes Julia and escapes in a hijacked car. Ivan pursues but is injured. Harry eventually drives them to a Ford's cabin. Julia finds her lost cat, Charlie. Moments later, Google arrives and Julia feels betrayed. Harry reveals another alien AI ship, RA, is approaching Earth, a malicious artificial intelligence that wants Julia dead. The next day, Julia calls her father, declaring her intention to leave Earth with Harry, and says she now feels more alien than human. The military tracks her, and Tim escapes custody, stealing a suit and heading to the city. As soldiers raid Harry's home, Julia is shot. Harry flees with her in a spaceship chased by fighter jets. General Dave tries to stop the attacks, but the ship crashes. Julia is critically wounded. Harry, Tim, and Julia escape, and Harry explains RA's intentions to destroy Earth by eliminating her. Though General Dave learns that RA has taken control of global communications and is turning people against Julia, Ivan, conflicted about his orders, protects Julia from an angry mob. He resigns, saying she's become too dangerous. Meanwhile, the general disables global satellites to weaken RA's control. He launches a missile at RA's ship, but it doesn't destroy it. The ship begins pulling water from Earth, flooding cities. A water barrier traps everyone inside. The city has 15 minutes before it's submerged. The general prepares for one last mission, manually piloting a ship into RA's core. Julia, meanwhile, escapes and begs her father to kill her. He tries, but Tim takes the bullet. Julia, devastated, unleashes her powers and controls the water to push RA's ship back into space, saving humanity. Though hailed a hero, Julia is haunted by Tim's death. She and Harry flee to a remote island. In the final scene, General Dave visits them. Julia, now free from conflict, says she never wanted to harm anyone. The movie ends with the three living quietly, far from the chaos they left behind. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. See you on the next video.